Action Tracking Item Management. There are many types of trackers available in action tracking. Different trackers will have different page layouts and options depending on the needs of your organization. There are a variety of options available, and in this video we will cover the general options. Details. To access action tracking, click Action Tracking, and then select Tracking Lists from the drop-down menu. Items are visible based on the kinds of lists that you have. Lists are user-specific, so what that means is if you create a list, only you can see it, unless it is shared or given to other users. To create a new item, click Add. Select the desired tracker that you have that you'd like to create the new item for. The first page that opens is the Details page. The Details page layout will vary depending on the type of tracker selected and your organizational needs. Enter your details as needed. You can expand the Details page by clicking on the expand arrows. At the bottom of the Details page is the Attachment controls. Here you can drag and drop attachments from your computer or click to upload. You can also upload from Document Center or, if you have connectors, from Laserfiche or SharePoint. The types of documents that you can attach just depend on what kind of tracker you're using. Any item that's going to be exported to an agenda or be published and then exported to an agenda will need to follow the familiar file types such as Word, PDF, JPEG, PNG, and then the majority of Excel and PowerPoint files. If this item is not being exported or an output document is not being created, you can attach any file type. Remember to save as you go. An autosave will also appear every 15 to 20 minutes or so. Publish. The Publish tab is not available for all tracker types as it is not always needed. Generally, the Publish stage will take all or some of the information from the Details page and attachments and stitch it together in a nice report format. It does not always have to be a report, however. It could also be a work order or an invoice. Within the publishing stage, you can expand the formatting accordion and do a PDF preview just to make sure that your report looks good before exporting to an agenda. If desired, you can also name a report. The report naming could also appear by default. Generally, when you're creating a report or a different kind of output document, you create a PDF copy. This may go to a public or private folder. The published copy can be manually exported, or it can be exported using approvals. Notifications. Another option available is notifications. If you've used notifications within the agenda or minutes before, you'll notice that the notification area is very similar. Notifications can be sent to other staff members or users within iCompass, or they can also be sent to others that are outside of the system. The body of the notification is set up by default. The default can be changed. The information presented within the notification is generally information from the Details page. It also generally includes a link to the item and can even include a link to the published output document. You can send using to, CC, or BCC. You can click on these buttons or simply click into the send area here and select from a group or an individual user, or even just type in the related group name, username, or email address. You can also add outside email addresses. You just need to separate them using a semicolon. Notifications that have been sent will appear on the right-hand panel. They'll display when they were sent, who sent them, and what time. You can even view the body of the message. An appointment can also be created through the notification stage. This appointment acts as a calendar invitation and can embed into different calendar applications such as Outlook or Google. You can set a location, date, and time, as well as a reminder. More. You will also notice a More tab. Depending on the configuration of your site and the tracker, the More tab will have different options available. In this case, we can see permissions and history. Permissions work the same way as they do in other areas of iCompass. Depending on your system role, you may be able to restrict access to an item as needed. The History section is also located under the More tab. You can see who has accessed the item and when. You can also see how and when changes were made. You can restore to previous versions as necessary.